I don't know if you knew this, no? I found this interesting tidbit. 'Di ba we talk about dashboards. Dashboard, 'di ba? Yung
Yeah,
sa
yeah,
mga business intelligence. And then obviously the that's a derivative of the dashboard in the car, 'di ba? Where you have the gauges and
it is. Yes, yes,
pero
yes,
alam mo
yes.
ba yung original dashboard? It was parang it's a barrier in a carriage to prevent
Uh-huh.
the manure and the mud from kasi 'di ba tumatakbo yung kabayo. It
Ay,
would
ay,
be it would
para
it would be kicking up the mud. So it would
may mad.
prevent you from getting hit by the mud. Yun yung dashboard. So sabi ko,
May,
okay, that became the dashboard in the car and then now we talk about dashboards sa Power BI,
okay.
Excel, mga ganyan. Yung pala yun.
Hindi man lang nila tinawag na ano na windshield, ano.
Oo.
It's actually it's horse manure
It's a horse manure protector.
shell protector. Okay. Well,
Well,
yes, yes. Interesting, interesting. And we're beginning to actually what's this? We're beginning to see how artificial intelligence is is slowly uh, changing work as we know it today. Okay. And we're just beginning. Hindi pa natin alam how it's actually going to look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And that's what make everything exciting these days. But sabi ko nga parati, whether we like it or not, AI is here to stay. And sabi nga ng isang favorite kong congressman is the toothpaste is out of the tube. There's just no way we can actually bring it back.
you can't bring it back anymore, no? Tama.
Bring it back anymore. Okay, so we just have to live and find a way of utilizing the technology to our advantage as human beings.
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
course, we understand all these worries and all these apprehensions. That's natural, and I've seen that before.
So
We're
repeating
not
motif nga
young
eh.
anymore.
Sometimes, parang you live long enough and you see the same patterns again and again and it makes you more parang sober. Ito na naman
Yeah,
tayo. We have another cycle.
yeah, yeah.
I want to ask you about because obviously you've had a very distinguished career in the private sector, but you've also had a career in the public sector or government. Um, any insights on how government has dealt with technology in the past, no, in general, no? Because it's something that might be interesting to learn from. Ngayon na we have AI, and I think right now, from what I understand, government's also trying to understand what the implications of AI is and how we can deal with it. Anything we can learn from the past mga technology, parang like during the internet era or when the Privacy Act came out. 'Di ba? Ang dami ng mga previous mga brushes with technology in the government.
Well, if I go back to, I don't have to go back to what's this to just the year when I started working for the government, because even before, kasi I was a programmer for several years. I moved up to business development after that. Meaning to say, at the end of the day, it's actually a sales job that I focused on, and government was actually one of my biggest market then. No? And based on what I have actually seen, government is always going to be the last sector that's going to make use of new technologies. Not because they don't want to, but probably because they're they're very careful not to get into something that will actually make them lose their jobs. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's also the fact that the government processes, the procurement process, we're not actually ready for new technologies. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was actually one of the reasons why eventually after retiring from the private sector, I told myself when I got that invitation to work for the government, okay, then probably all those things that I've actually been, sort of complaining about, maybe I would actually be able to do something about it. And secondly, I told myself, I cannot actually allow non-techies to take care of the sector that I've actually that I love so much. Meaning to say, okay, allow anyone who who doesn't even understand what the IT industry is all about to actually take care of growing the industry.
Yeah.
So those were the two things. Of course, the third thing was that I was a government scholar when I was studying. So it was basically my way of paying back what the government provided me in terms of opportunity to finish my college. So those were the three things. So change the procurement system, okay, and then uh, try to actually take care of the ICT industry, and lastly, payback. Now, the interesting was this aspect of my stint with government was actually trying to change the procurement system. When the procurement law came into being in the mid 1990s, it was already a big jump from how it was prior to when the law was actually passed. And if I compare my life then trying to sell to the government, and my life when I was actually on the other side of the fence, buying things from the the vendors, okay, it was totally different now, okay. But I knew then that at some point the procurement system of the government will have to do a lot of catching up as far as new technologies are concerned. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I remember when I first during my first month in government, doc. So while waiting for my new laptop,
Mm.
officially government issued the laptop. Okay, I had to bring my own laptop, and because I didn't want to actually mix my personal
Information.
USBs,
Mm.
personal USBs with that of my government USBs. So I requested for what's this for I made a request to procure USBs for my office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then waited for some time, and then only to be told that saan mo gagamitin yan? Because sa
Mm.
laptop ko, ay hindi po pwede. Hindi pwedeng gamitin something that is actually paid for by the government sa personal laptop mo.
Mm.
That was really funny. So sabi ko, so paano to? Sabi ko, wala pa akong laptop eh.
So you
Wala
can't
pa akong
work, or basta that's the rules. Sabihin nila, that's the rules.
So I was forced to actually buy those things myself. So ganun yun. And it's long overdue. The amendments to the procurement law of the Philippines. It has to reflect not just the needs of the times, okay, but it has to actually be future, at least not future proof naman, but future ready.